At the bottom marsh here. As you can see, we still have water coming out, but getting some native growth here. Our plan is, there's a pink flag out there and another one right here. We come in and disc all this up and get some milo in the ground, but this year we have too much water. There's a lot of water, my friends. Oh yeah, in that. Oops. Last year we didn't have enough, so it's always something out here, but yeah. Hopefully the rain will chill out a little bit and let us get in here and get some food in for the ducks. Here's the middle marsh. This year we're just using it for water retention for this marsh down here come showtime, but as you can see around the banks, the water's still just been so high from all the water and rain that we've been getting, despite the board being out there, the 6-inch board. Last year we planted this in Japanese millet, but we're deciding to save it for water retention this year, and just to have some sheet water on the property come teal season, because we're not going to be flooding anything else during the early season. But yeah, here's the middle marsh. See the water babbling out the top too. Here's the top marsh. Stretches all the way back to that old hand dug well you can see in the back there. Still got water in here. This marsh doesn't drain totally, just based on how the aggregate drain is settled, which we're okay with. But orange flag there and there. Plan to let all this, it's about 15 yard, 20 yard across, about 45 yards in length, and we're gonna let all that grow up in native stuff. You can still see some of the Japanese millet that hadn't fully degraded, but a lot of natural stuff's already blowing up in here, which is pretty cool. But we'll go ahead and mow all down the native stuff come season, and in the back we plan on planting some Japanese millet, so I'll walk over there and see if we can see some of it sprouting up. We've been getting some pretty heavy rains out here, so there's a good chance that it needs to be reseeded. So it's pretty crazy seeing all this natural stuff grow up. This berm was completed last year and we've only had one season under it so far, so pretty cool seeing the succession already coming back up. But in better news, you can see this millet starting to sprout up in here. All this really light green grass. It's about 2.5, 3 inches tall. You can really tell kind of in this mud bank out in the middle, there's moss, and then right in front of it, there's a bunch of grass sprouting up, which is a great sight to see. Up here, here's our reservoir that we use to hold water. In a perfect world, this water would be used to fill all 3 marshes that we got here. But a big thing that we've ran into is when you're letting water out in the early fall, this soil soaks up a lot of it, especially last year with how dry it was. So here we are on the back side of the pond. As you can see, this bad boy is bone dry. Put 250 pounds of corn in there about a month ago, and the deer have already mowed through it. So we got 5 more bags here. Got a trail cam right there, and there's kind of a creek system that follows all the way up the property. And on the back side, we have additional cornfields out there for about 120-ish acres of ag. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start filling these bad boys up. Gonna be close. There you have it. I also elected to use the gravity fed feeders, as these are a lot less hassle to deal with, and the deer still manage to chomp them, so it locks up nice. The raccoons do love it, so I'll have to deal with those bad boys, but as you can see, just knock it out on the ground. Good stuff. Thanks for tuning in and watching the whole video if you made it this far, but yeah, just spending some time editing, and I think we're gonna have some cool projects coming on later this summer. Stay tuned for the boat build, rebuilding the carburetors on that right now, and that guy, we're keeping him under wraps for now, but I think that's gonna be a pretty sweet project. So thanks for making it this far. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch these videos. Love sharing what I've done, quite frankly what I've messed up, just so you guys can avoid it. Thanks for tuning in.